Sylvia, Adela, and Alonso. So, first thing that you need to like realize is that you need to make sure that you don't get. You need to do a lot of things here. You need to make sure that you don't get Adela queened. You need to look for a way to get this Alonso shield out, so you can properly peel Alonso away from your carries. Playing for Celine here is really good. Celine wastes the shield for you. So now you can you can save your Flay against the Alonso and stuff. And then you just let your Celine like set up here. Very good engage here. Adela wastes Q3 here. So now the cooldowns are down. Pushing the advantage is fine here. Here's the thing. Project Melt, you're playing up here, and I actually do think it's correct to play up here because they wasted a lot of cooldowns. But sometimes the correct play is not always the best play, because if your team is not with you, then pushing the advantage here is not fine. Like even though, in my opinion, it's correct to do this, you should definitely be playing with your team here.
Shortly, the number of safe zones will decrease.
So yeah, this is fine here. You're way too far ahead. But you have Flay, so if you Flay here, it's fine. But you waste Q here instead. This is the biggest reason. Because now you're going to get locked down, and this team is going to CC chain you, and you're going to blow up. Also, the Adela was able just to walk up to your team for free here. And Melody died for free because of it. Alright, play the 2v2 here. You were definitely looking to rest. You got sniped by the tire. Okay. It's G. Alright, I assume you guys lose from here. I don't need to look at the rest for this. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back here. Alright, pressing the advantage is fine here. The most important thing is to make sure that Alonso stays in combat here, so his plasma barrier doesn't, like, refresh. Because if I remember correctly, Alonso's, yeah, thing here. So here's what I would do here. If you're looking to press the advantage here, the most important thing that you need to do here is to make sure that Alonso can't E onto you. So if Alonso points you here, if you see Alonso has pointed you here, guess what you could have done? You could have walked back here, and then as soon as Alonso like charges at you, you just flay him into your team, and that cancels his E. And now Alonso's in a fucking bad spot, rather than you being in a bad spot. And now you're in a position to peel your team. The other thing too is that you could have also just used W to cancel the Alonso E, and then saved Flay for like Frankie Doodle follow up. That's like another thing that you could have potentially done. So this is that's definitely like the better play here, because your position as a tank is a lot more important. Is a lot better if you just bait the Alonso E and then you pull him down here and then you E him, because his W is down. You can potentially kill Alonso here. So yeah, walking in here and wasting Q was definitely a mistake here, because the Adela was able to walk to your Celine, to your backline for free with Queen up, which caused Melody to die for free. And you died to the tire here, which was also like bad. But yeah, pressing the advantage is fine, but you have to use your cooldowns accordingly to like in order to counter the other players, right? So yeah, my advice there, if you're looking to press the advantage, just make sure you have to react to like according to what abilities the enemy team is pressing. So the Alonso point there. I knew you were trying to press Q to make sure that Alonso was trying to did not have his shield back up, but the Alonso then pointed. I would have reacted to play downwards, and then then flay the Alonso so he doesn't so his both his shield is not up, and you cancel the E. So like it's really hard to follow up. And your body blocking for your team still, which could potentially kill the Alonso for free. But yeah, that's my advice. Thanks for posting, and I hope you learned something from this, Vinny. Hello, YouTube. If you want to improve and learn how to fight better in Eternal Return, then make sure to join the Discord and post in the fight reviews for me to look at it on stream. The best part is that you don't have to be at the stream to receive the advice, as I will highlight it and post it into the thread. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Eternal Return content, and let's get back into the video. So we got Bernice, Rozzy, Aiden versus Elena, Kat, and Abigail. So you guys are looking to set up at the end here. Your Rozzy spots them here, so they have the... Now they have the advantage because they went around you. Keep in mind, guys, that there's multiple different angles that people can go towards the Kronos field. So don't always assume that they're gonna go one way. It's always important to get vision everywhere, so you know where the team is coming from, so you can set up accordingly. Never assume that they're just gonna come one way. Now because that they set up here, now this team is like in a better spot to fight this team, when you definitely could have cheesed them. Definitely what the play is here is you make sure that you're not the one that is engaged on by Elena. Make sure that she's engaged on by either your Rozzy or your Hyejin, because they both have ways to peel themselves off of the Elena. Your neutral is definitely a lot better here, so your Hyejin should be looking to poke. Other than that, you're looking to like combo off of your Hyejin, or you're looking to raw ult like this. Ultimate goes off onto the Cat, the Elena engages onto the Rozzy. So you can't follow up on the ultimate, which is fine. Your Rozzy is on a weird spot. You get ulted by the Elena, but you blink out here, which is fine. Hyejin is in a really good spot for the ultimate here. The Rozzy is in for free, which is really bad for her because she can get bursted by the Abigail, which unfortunately does happen. Look to trade for the Elena here, that's good. So now you play with the 2v2. Okay, it's a 1v1 here. So you definitely play to finish off the bodies here.
A subject has been terminated. The safe zone will move shortly. Rampage.
Oof. I'm just gonna be quiet and just let this play out here.
Checkmate.
Okay. Alright, so let's watch that back real quick here. We'll start from here. So you get frozen by Elena, you immediately blink away, which is really good here because you don't want to get follow-up CC by the Cat. You definitely could have, if you're a Giga Chad, you definitely could have saved your blink and looked to waste like one of the Cat's cooldowns to like bait up the Cat a little bit more. That's fine. Your Rozzy ease in and kind of ends here, but that's fine. You're not playing for your teammates. You definitely play the trade here. Which you definitely do get the trade here. So you definitely want to finish off the body. So here. This right here, you definitely did not want to do. Because what this team is doing is they're focusing the Rozzy, so you want to focus on killing the Elena here. And play for the 2v2 afterwards. But it's fine because the Abigail definitely waited a long time to press W here. But yeah, this is the biggest reason why you don't want to engage just yet, because Abigail still has ultimate here, in which she had to use immediately. Okay, but you guys trade. It's a 1v1 now. So what you want to definitely do here is that since your ultimate is coming up, don't play pressure the Cat away from her team and play to kill the dead bodies. Your ultimate is coming up, so what you want to do is you want to look for an optimal place to ult in the way where the Cat can't react. So you guys are both similar HP right now, so what you definitely want to do is play to kill these bodies. If you kill 2 of these bodies, you're higher HP than this Cat, because she only has 1 body to play off of. You also have radar, which heals you. So you play into this bush, which is actually correct here because she doesn't have vision of this bush. Dodge the Q here. I would have walked down to look to finish this Abigail body next. definitely not to chase after this cat, because you just wasted ultimate. She dodges the ultimate, and now you don't have ultimate. Now she could just play to kill you here. On playing Bernice, your ultimate is pretty much everything. So definitely what I would have done here is I would have definitely went to kill the played to kill the Abigail, so you had more health to play against the cat. But yeah, it was a close fight, despite it being like honestly, this was like a lot closer than I thought it would be, because yeah, like my chat is saying, Elena Abigail against a triple backliner, like it looked a little bit grim, but you played it really well. Thank you for posting in, and I hope you guys learned something. So, Darko Hayes Abigail versus Shulin Hisui Hyejin. Looks like you guys are looking to do a bush cheese here. You guys have Wick buff, so this should be an easy win. Let's look at the item comparisons. I mean, you're down 2 items, but it shouldn't matter. Okay, you guys get spotted by the bow skill. Let's keep watching.
The temporary safe zone will be designated soon.
Okay, so what needs to happen here? You need to peel your haze from the Hisui and the Shulin. That's what you need to do, and your Abigail needs to solo kill the Aiden. There's no way that you're killing this Hisui without Haze alive, because Hisui wins really hard against melees. So that's your objective right now. You really need to make sure that your Haze stays alive in this fight, at least to kill Hisui. Can you tell me what I did? Bowser, you're in my Discord. Post it in the threads. Come on, let's do it properly, buddy. Alright, hold on. I need to go back a second here. Alright, so where did Hisui get the W2 from? Oh, he farmed the Raven here. Alright, so Hisui walks in with W2 here. W2 misses here. Julin goes in. Good peel. Alright, you're doing a really good job peeling this haze here. The ultimate was a little strange, but that's okay. Just need to make sure that your haze stays alive here. This is actually really close. Yeah, unlucky. Alright. So let's rewatch this fight back. The start of the fight looked really good here. Like, it actually looked really, really good here. Like, they wasted a lot of things here. I definitely would have bat-skilled the Julin here after she wasted W into the wall here. The ultimate was a little bad here because your haze wasted some damage off of the haze EQ. I definitely would have like turned on the Hisui here, because your objective here is to kill the Hisui as soon as possible. And the Hisui W2 actually like made her live because she dodged the Abigail R. So maybe blinking the Hisui W2 there, so she stayed into the Abigail ult would have been fine, but I don't think you would have the reaction to do that. So I think like turning to focus the Hisui was like, very important here. Because turning to focus the Hisui here, when all 3 of your teammates was in range to kill the Hisui, you guys would have killed the Hisui here, and then you guys could have turned on the Hyejin right here, and the Julin was like, the Julin's pretty much out of the fight here, right? So turning to kill the Hisui definitely would have been the better play here. So the Abigail dies here, so you're definitely looking to kill somebody here. All right, so the Hisui is in a really bad spot here. So now what you need to do is like auto queue this Hisui and bat skill her, because your bat skill is still up. You need to kill this Hisui like right here. This is what you need to do. Like, especially when both of them are like right here. Yeah. So you guys trade there, that's fine. I think if you auto Q bat skill, you definitely would have killed both of them here. Because keep in mind, bat skill, if you hit them into the wall, that it deals extra damage, and then it would have been a haze Heijin 1v1. But yeah, I think that's the best way. So is Hisui more threat after Shulin brings role? Hisui is the biggest threat in this team by the far, because she's the biggest DPS in this team. Because just the amount of like AP that she builds and stuff like that. So yeah, you definitely want to make sure that the Hisui dies in this fight. Basically, use bat skill, yeah. And turn on the Hisui when she's in a back. Hold on. Let me go back and like show you exactly where. So Julin goes in here, you ult her out. And when she's right here, this is where you definitely need to like focus the Hisui here. So this is the portion here where you need to focus the Hisui. Like even if you blink onto the Hisui, just to make sure that she stays at the Abigail's range. And that blink was really bad too, because you didn't dodge anything with that blink. Like you still got hit by the R2, like even like the percent HP execute. So the blink here was really bad. Like even like you walked away too far here too. Like if you were like right here and you started hitting the Hisui even earlier, like even here, you would even be blocking projectiles for your low HP team against the Heijin. But yeah, those are the things. That's my advice for this game. I hope it helps you learn stuff. And yeah, thank you for posting in the fight reviews. All right, so let's look at the matchup real quick here. We have Camilo, Nikki, Hart versus Eva, Julin, and Nikki. I'm gonna be honest. This is pray you guys kill the Eva angle. And hopefully that you use your ultimate so you don't die from Nikki Julin. It might be a trade backliner kind of situation here. Because if you guys trade backlines, then Camilo automatically wins against Nikki Julin. Because Camilo is just does a lot more damage than Julin. Significantly more damage. But yeah, basically you just pray that your two frontliners can kill the Eva and you try to play to survive. All right. So you want your frontliners need to go in really. So your frontlines actually need to go in like ASAP to get onto the Eva. Okay, Nikki ulted. Your enemy Nikki ults onto the other Nikki. Good blink. King Cesspool. Ult popped. It's fine. You trade. So now you need to trade bodies here. And you need to play for reset here. Oh. Wait, your Nikki's fucking gapping. Okay, it's a 1v1 here. This is really hard for you. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's rewatch the fight back here. So, your Nikki goes in here immediately when your Camilla is like isolated here. Your Camilla definitely needed to be up with your Nikki if your Nikki wanted to engage. So your Nikki engaging alone just was like a little bit staggered. So the Nikki blink ults onto you, E backwards. You're doing fine so far. The blink was good here. You're 1v1ing the Julin. Honestly, this is unfortunately more your teammates playing poorly. Mainly your Nikki. Except like right here, your Nikki played this fight really well. Your Nikki here played this fight really well. You finish the body so Nikki gets a heal. Maybe the one thing that I would do is maybe stagger your auto attack so the enemy Nikki doesn't get the parry. But honestly, all I would say is just communicate to your teammates that not to peel you and to look to kill the Eva. Because if your teammates actually like look to kill the Eva here, you would have been fine. You would have like distracted the Shulin long enough for them to easily kill the Eva, and then it's a very easy 2v2 for your team. So I think you should just communicate next time. Communicate your team to like look to trade backliners rather than to peel you. I think like that's the best choice of action here. So like, so as long as you like tell your team that you're willing to like, it's fine for you to die and for you to trade backliners, then your team would feel a lot more confident to go in, because you're definitely like considered like the high roll in this team. So I think like that's definitely the play that you do here. All right, that's my advice. Thank you for posting in the fight reviews, Nanda, even though I had to post for you. And if you guys want to learn more, make sure to go into Discord and post your own. Honestly, I think it's on you to like try to solo kill the Varda here. Like, this is like before fight thoughts. You have a Vanya, so the Vanya should be fine dealing with the Jackie and the Ekyon, because like she's like insanely hard to deal with as a melee. And you also have a Barbara too, like two very anti-melee characters. So we'll see what happens here. I also accidentally clicked back. Alright, so fight starts is looking to start here. Your neutral is definitely better. Funny as it is. You do have they do have an Arda. Arda's neutral is a little bit better, but like you have Vanya, Barbara, so you definitely don't want to fight in this little corridor here. Actually, it's fine. You have Barbara, Vanya. Barbara R is a little too early. The E in. I don't think this fight looks like it's on you thus far. E in. Blinks out. I'm gonna let the fight play out here. Okay. Let me, you definitely could have clutched the fight for your team here. So let me show you how this worked. Okay. First of all, blinking here. Actually, did you blink to E? No. Okay. When you're playing Aiden, if you're looking to blink onto somebody, you want to blink E. The reason why you would want to blink E is to guarantee your E onto somebody. But the thing is that your blink here was kind of wasted, because your value of blink didn't really do anything here. So like blinking here was a little bit troll. I definitely would have just sent the R on the Arda here. Like even if your ult like misses here and the Arda blinks away, now you have blink, and if you land the E on the Arda, now you kill the Arda for free here. So yeah, Arda blinks away here, and you play away from your teammates here. So this is where you could have clutched for your team here. So you Q, and because your amp stacks are full, you now instantly have E reset. So you Q E. If you Q eat here, you would have locked onto this. You would have latched onto this Jackie, and the Jackie would have blinked away, or eat away here, and you could have followed up with E, and you could have killed both Jackie and Ekyon here. But that's fine, because you definitely. But if you didn't do that, then what you could have done is that you could have backstepped here and then ulted into this team here. But you instead turn on the Arda and take a lot of damage here. If you ulted here, you would have I would have like, because the Jackie wasted E already, right? So you definitely would have hit the Jackie, and then you would have killed the Jackie and both the Ekyon here, and the Arda is forced to run away, and then you would have traded 2 for 1, and then the fight was won. That's okay, because you hit the R here and you kill the Arda here for free. So now you have Ghostlight on you, and that is really dangerous, because Ghostlight is like, because you're getting a lot of damage ticked onto you. So now what you need to do is you should have walked up, auto-E'd, autoed, and then backstep, so you get the latch on, and you dodge the Ekyon R here. Because you got hit by the Q R here, and that's how you died. If you dodge the E here, if you dodge the E with, the R with your E here, what you could have done is that you would have one more amp stack, and you could have E to the Ekion, and then you could have auto attacked the Jackie once, and you would have executed her. If you didn't execute the Jackie, then you could have just double tap W for the execute. And you would have clutched the fight for your team. I understand though, because Aiden is a very mechanically intensive character. So like playing this character, you need to like make sure that you're actually like, you're playing this character for like the enjoyment of the character. Because this character is very like hard to play. Thanks for posting, Google. I appreciate it. I hope you learned something. Darko mirror matchup. So it's Darko Bianca Aya versus Vanya Darko Jukai. The biggest thing here is you need to keep Vanya off of your range, off of your teammates. Aya is the character that counters Vanya, so you just need to make sure that you just need to make sure that your Aya stays alive. That's the biggest thing that you need to do, is just to make sure that your Aya is alive. This is a very hard matchup, because not only this is a Vanya, this is Kirby Cake Vanya, this is one of the best Vanyas in NA, so this is going to be really hard. But, honestly, we'll see what happens.
Shortly, the number of safe zones will decrease.
Alright, you guys are in this weird spot, but that's okay. You want to definitely fight in an open area, so your Aya has a lot more space to fight in. Vanya randomly wastes totem. That's okay. Good auto Q onto the explosion there.
The safe zone will move shortly.
Keep in mind, guys, you guys need to be the one that needs to go in here, by the way. So yeah, Chronosphere is now playing into them, but that's okay. Alright, what happened here? Alright, you guys are playing the front to back. Died for free here. That's okay. Alright. Alright, fight's over. Alright, so, let's go over what just happened.
Checkmate.
So, what this team just did is that they just played Fog of War onto you. So what you need to do, so when you're playing with an ADC, when you're playing double backline this, it's extremely important for you to buy recons and stuff. Like, you have 200 credits. I would just spam these credits to buy cams and recons, by the way. And maybe, like, 2 on fried chicken. Like, you have a lot of credits here. Like, press V and use it to buy recons and cameras here. Because the reason that you guys lost here was literally because you guys didn't have vision here. That was the biggest reason why you lost. It's really important for you as a frontliner to make sure that your corners are cleared for your backliners, so you don't walk in like this and you get hit by the Jukai E for fun here. Also, as soon as you see the Jukai E in like this, it's fine for you to either react by blinking away or Eing away, so you don't take so much damage like you just did here. Because the reason why you took so much damage here was because you got hit by the Jukai E. You bought the drone too late. Yeah. So what my advice is before you start walking into the enemy team is when you start buying the drones and the cams. So you don't buy the drones and cams, like, you know, too late. And you're not distracted by buying the drones and cams, and you just get hit by a free E like that. So yeah, that's the biggest reason you lost here, is because you got hit by the Jukai and they played the vision here, like, really well. So you have to really watch the CC that you need to, like, you need to watch the CC that you need to react to. So the Jukai E was like the biggest thing that you needed to react to here, and also the Darko E. But it was the Jukai E in this case that killed you. If you're not confident in dodging the Jukai E here, then blinking or Eing away is fine too. Like, it's better for you to waste a cooldown than for you to tank like 90% of your HP for fun. Also, the other thing here, okay, you did that skill, so it's fine. So you guys did trade though. but you died. And now your eye is in a really bad spot because of it. But yeah, my biggest advice here, be very aware of the CC that you need to dodge in order to stay alive. You're solo frontlining as a Darko, so you're not as tanky as other like giga tanky frontliners such as like Alonzo, Shukai, 11, like those types of characters. So you need to like make sure that you play to survive more than you play to engage. So your backlines can, especially if you're solo frontlining. All right, 32-45, fantastic. So matchup here, Darko, Martina, Priya. We have Celine, Isaac, and Mai here. It's definitely play front to back. But make sure what you have to really watch out here for is the Celine 4-bomb. The other thing too is you need to keep track of the Martina ultimate. So Martina's ultimate is that she like shoots out that cone, and then if whoever she hits in the center, she stuns. If she gets the Celine, you might want to dive onto the Celine and see if you can kill her quickly. Other than that, it's definitely play front to back, and you just need to make sure that you don't die to the Celine 4-bomb. That's your objective, because you definitely have more DPS than this team because you have a Martina and they have a Celine, but only if you're able to dodge the 4-bomb. And you have a Priya as well, so your neutral's just significantly better because you have a Priya. And Priya's like broken right now. So this choke is a little bit bad for you guys. It's good, but it's also bad because of the Martina. You're also calling in like an awkward spot here too. At Snowy's Go Live. Oh wow. Watching Martina auto attack boards is so funny. So yeah, this is the biggest reason why like Celine is like so hell to fight against in like closed off areas. It's shit like this. So like I would not be surprised if you would just say fuck it, sacrifice some timer and just let this go over here, because then you guys have the advantage because the ball's moving over here. Keep in mind, guys, that the Chronosphere, the new final zone, the Chronosphere moves midway through the final day. So if you guys feel like you're in a bad spot, just wait for this thing to move. Like you don't need to actually like engage. How the fuck do we know where it moves? Wait, who just blinked? Oh. I'm gonna say that was just a misclick. Yeah, you see that? See how these guys are like trying to find a like angle? Yeah. Okay. Maybe get the Isaac. That's okay. The Mai's ulted. So you see how the Chronosphere is moving away now? If you literally just stood here and it just stuck at this doorway, you guys would be in a much healthier spot, and the Chronosphere is now moving away from this team. So now you guys are in a much better spot, and now this team is forced to walk into you because of it. And if your Martina had ultimate, now you guys are a really big threat to this team. See how the Chronosphere, if you see on the icon that it's moving up here because you see the icon? So just keep in mind of that, chat. The Chronosphere always moves to a different location midway through day 7. So it's always important to note that. If you guys feel like you guys are in a bad spot, just play for the second location. Alright. So you guys have wasted a lot of ultimates. Your blink is coming up here soon. Your Martina has actually a really good flank here. So what you want to do is you want to bait this team into walking into this corridor so your Martina has a really good flank. Martina is a unique ADC in a sense where she can play really aggressive if her E is up. So you want to play so the Isaac E's here, and your Martina is playing to kill this Isaac. So you should definitely be engaging on this Isaac here, by the way, because your Martina's right here. You need to be watching for your Martina here. So the E was a little late here. Keep watch of the Celine bombs here. That's 3 right here. If she presses R here, she gets a 4-stack here. But she doesn't, so it's fine. Okay, Isaac dies here. Play for the Isaac body here. Just play the zone, play for the Isaac body here. That's fine. That was the 4-bomb, by the way. The reason why Rhea popped so hard is because there was a 4-bomb here. I'm assuming you guys just get sent to hell by Celine now. Yeah. Yeah, so basically how Celine works is if you see 3 mines on the ground, she can press R and make it a big 4-bomb, which does significant amounts of damage. That's where pretty much all of Celine's damage comes from. So you have to be really like aware of where Celine's bombs are. When do I go in? Before she sets up. Yeah, R refunds CDs if it hits. So yeah. That's my advice there. If you guys are in a bad spot like here, then just save your cooldowns for the next time that the Chronosphere moves into a different spot. Other than that, be very aware of where your teammates are positioned, like Martina here. I can go back for that actually. So yeah, keep in mind that your Martina is right here. So, and if you see that the Isaac is moving up like this and even wasted E here, you definitely should have engaged on the Isaac with your Martina. Isaac would have like blown up here, especially when Mai had no ultimate. Like Isaac is like a melee character, but just because he's a melee character doesn't mean he's like the most tankiest motherfucker. Because like look at his items, he has no like, he only has like 1 defensive item and it's a meteorite item. So yeah, you definitely would have blown up Isaac if you just like eat onto Isaac here. Like he would have blown up. But yeah, that's my advice. Thanks again, Violent Golfer, my Darko Goat. And I hope you learned something in the fight reviews.